Hello, everyone. I'm Debbie Griffiths with Open Up, and today I am with Coach Caroline, who is the business mindset coach and the best-selling author of Unleashed. Welcome, Caroline. How are you today?
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for having me here. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, right now I'm making content on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. It's, I would love to, I'm making community and getting out there and spreading the message of my book, Unleashed.
Great, great, great. So that leads me right into my first question. Tell us about Unleashed.
Sorry,
Why did you decide to write this book?
why? Okay, so I decided to write this book. It was inspired because I had a pain crisis caused by stress. And this happened about a year ago. And I'd never been in that amount of pain. I literally woke up one morning and I was crying and I couldn't move. So that day I went to see two doctors and luckily it got sorted. But everything that I've done since that time has been to prevent myself from getting into that much pain. And I never want to get back there ever again. But then also I realized that my journey of getting out of that pain and healing myself from that immense amount of stress that was causing that physical manifestation of pain, I I realized that other people could learn from my experience, and I wanted to help other women. I'm sure I'm not just a unique case. I'm sure that there's other women out there who are suffering from stress in the same way that I was. Um, and I know this because the stress is not it's not always something we can control, partially to a point, but I think our chemical makeup also has something to do with it because after the age of 40, we get more hormonal fluctuations and our estrogen starts to decline. And the relationship between estrogen and cortisol means that when each estrogen fluctuates, so does our stress, because estrogen and cortisol, in English we call it adrenaline, but these two hormones, they affect each other. And that means that you can be susceptible to feeling higher levels of stress over the age of 40. As, not just because of the hormones, but also because at that age we're managing so many things. We're managing household duties and chores and a career and family and relationships. And, there's a lot going on, as well as our changing bodies and hormones after the age of 40. So I think that's what inspired my book. Was I was burnt out, in pain, and I wanted to find a way to get out of that and to share my experience.
I am sure that you're not alone in that kind of experience. I mean, just read the news. We see all kinds of statistics and stuff, about what stress can do for us, and how really we're not handling it.
Yes.
We're not made to keep on that high cortisol level all the time. It has other, so tell us a little bit about what impact chronic stress can do to our health and our bodies.
Yeah, well, I there's a statistic that I have here from the American Institute of Stress, and it's that 80% of workers feel stress on the job, and nearly half say they need help in learning how to manage stress, and 42% of co-workers need such help. 25% have felt like screaming or shouting because of job stress, and 10% are concerned about an individual at work that they fear could become violent. 10%. you know. So this is a big deal, and there are all these diseases that are caused by stress: high blood pressure, insomnia, anxiety, hormone dysregulation, like I was just talking about, infections, inflammation, depression, and heart issues. Like, stress can have such a huge effect on our daily lives. And if we can learn to manage it, or we can take away the source of our negative stress, then I think we should be, that's something positive that we can work towards. And that's what I've worked towards, and I've mostly accomplished at this point. So I'm trying to share that message with other people.
So that's exciting. So tell us a little bit about Unleashed. Who is it really written to? You know, who is there a certain group of people? Is it women, certain age group? Who is it that you're targeting to help? And what kind of tips do you put or suggest to everybody who's dealing with stress?
Yes. Well, I'm talking to people who are like me.
Okay.
So women over 40 who are tired of, are just tired. Women over 40 who are tired and burnt out, and they feel that they could be putting their time and energy into something more meaningful, um, maybe something that will provide for their family in a better way than their 8 to 5 is doing. I know that I was feeling that putting my time and my energy into the 8 to 5 wasn't really producing the amount of money or the feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment that I was craving, the kind of meaning that I wanted out of life. And I think once you can have more control over where you're putting your energy and your time, I mean, let's face it, like, because of these hormonal issues and because we're burnt out, we start to feel that we don't have so much energy. We're fatigued. We finish a day of work and all we want to do is lie on the sofa and watch Netflix, but maybe we've got kids, maybe we've got responsibilities, like maybe there's other things that we need to be doing or that we want to do, like the cooking and the laundry and the housework. So this is, these are things that make us feel better about our living environment and make us feel that we're, providing for our family and give us some self-esteem, because, we want to have a happy household and we want to have a clean sanctuary. But if we don't have the energy to do it because of our 8 to 5, then we start to blame the 8 till 5, right? So that was another reason why I am writing Unleashed. And you say some tips. What was it? You said, you
Yeah,
wanted
do
some
you have
tips.
any, tips or suggestions in your book about maybe, one or two tips that, how
Yeah.
women can maybe reduce the stress or think about it more, or where to get help?
Yes. So one of my biggest tips is to slow down. I
Mm.
find that because we're trying to fit so many things into a small space of time, and because we have the 8 till 5 that takes up so much of our daily time, the pockets of time that we have at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, we try to fit a lot in, right? We're trying to fit so much in, and we often feel that we just don't have enough time, right? We just don't have enough time to accomplish the things that we want to do. So one of my tips is to slow down and not rush, because rushing gives you a feeling of stress. Rushing equals stress,
Mm.
right? So
Yeah.
if you can slow down and you can not rush, then you're automatically reducing that stress level. And if you don't have enough time, then you need to make some decisions about what you're going to do with your time. Do you still need the 8 to 5? Can you reduce the hours?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
need to change something? You know, take action on these getting, and to make things better, you know. So that's my tip number one,
Yeah.
is to not rush
I
and to
love that. I love that because it leads a lot of credence. There's that phrase, stop and smell the roses.
right.
And, you know, and I never really thought about it in terms of, you know, slowing down.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great. That's great. So now we can uh, connect slowing down with smelling roses. All right. Love it.
And then my second one is to have fun.
Ah,
Because
love it.
if you can find the fun, if you can have fun, find the fun, look for the fun, or make it fun, then that is the antidote to stress.
Good
Fun is the
tips.
stress.
Good tips. I love it. I know I learned some things here today, and I'm sure the audience here will have as well. So tell me, where can people get unleashed?
Hmm. Where do people get unleashed?
Yes.
Well, right now, I'm unleashing on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook at Coach
Okay.
Caroline Lee.
Okay. And is that where they can buy your book as well?
My book is on Amazon.
Okay.
Unleashed, yeah, is on Amazon for pre-order.
Great, great, great. So other than writing the book that you have tips, do you have a program, any programs that you can offer to help other women over 40 unleash?
I certainly do. So, for women over 40 who are looking to build their own business, to become entrepreneurs, one of the first steps is to position yourself in the online market. If you're looking to build a business online, you need to have a brand. You need to be able to have something to sell, to know what you're selling, know who you're for, and know what value you can add to people, and what people to add value to. So I have a program called the Unleashed Bestseller. It's an intense 4-week program that launches people online to becoming an Amazon bestseller on pre-order. So
Excellent.
amazing about this is they don't even have to write the full book because it's a pre-order. So it's Amazon have put this there for marketing purposes. It benefits them and it benefits people who are building an online business, an entrepreneur. So if you're starting out and you need to position yourself, this is a great tool, and you can become an Amazon best-selling author and have that sticker and that status, that credibility, and be the expert of your own story. You have that for the rest of your life. So this is, as I said, it's a 4-week intense course, the Unleashed Bestseller.
Oh, excellent. That sounds like a wonderful program. And you know, at the end of the day, we all have a story. We
Yes.
may not think we have a story, but we all have a story.
Yeah.
And you know, while some of our stories could be similar, there is no two stories that are alike.
Hmm.
Just and they can't be because we're all individual people. We're
That's
all
right.
individuals. So
Yes.
so yes. So we can find your book Unleashed on Amazon. Great. And you have unleashed yourself on YouTube so people can find you there. Do you have
That's
a parting statement or comment before we leave?
parting statement or comment. Don't ignore the signs of being stressed. Pay attention and do something about it because you're worth it. You're worth it.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Caroline, for being with us today. Again, I encourage everybody to go to Amazon and buy her book, Unleashed. Her name is Caroline Tugwell. So, on that note, thank you again, Caroline. And until next time, this is Debbie Griffiths with Open Up. Take care.
Thank you.